Breaking news, the Israeli regime murdered an American activist today in the occupied West Bank. Yes, you guys, I saw the breaking news. I just hadn't posted yet because I was reading. Aysenur Ezgi, I'm really sorry. I do not know how to pronounce her name. That is her name right there. Was an American citizen who was protesting the Israeli regime in the occupied West Bank. Why was she in the occupied West Bank, you might ask? Because Hamas isn't there. Because the Israeli regime has been attacking it nonstop for months. And recently, they have upped their violence and upped their rate. So this American activist was there protesting today and was shot in the head by an Israeli sniper. Where have I heard that before? That an American got targeted and shot in the head by an Israeli sniper. Right. Shireen Abu Akleh, a Palestinian American journalist, was murdered in 2022, also shot in the head because she was wearing a press vest, so they made sure to get her head. By the IOF, who claimed that it was Islamic Jihad for months until an investigation, of course, ended up revealing an outside investigation that it was them. So let's go back a little. A 26-year-old American woman has been shot dead in the occupied West Bank during a protest on Friday where the Israeli forces opened fire. Aysenur, who is also a Turkish citizen, is reported to have been taking part in a protest against Jewish settlement expansion in the town of, I don't know how to say that, Bieta near Nablus. Why was she having to protest there? Why was there a protest happening there? Oh, right, because lunatic settler extremists keep illegally trying to expand their settlements and steal houses and land from Palestinians. This is against international law, but we keep letting it happen. Biden is very concerned. He condemned it, guys. Rushed to the hospital after she was admitted, confirmed that a U.S. citizen in her mid-20s died from a gunshot wound to the head. In a statement, the IOF said, okay, anytime something starts out with in a statement, the IOF said, it should be followed up with LOL. During Israeli security forces activity in the adjacent area. Wait, hold on. During the IOF's activity adjacent to the area. What activity? Why were you there? Why don't you say why you were there? Activity? Because I want you to understand why they were there. They were there to protect the illegal settlers committing crimes. The reason why so many of the IOF soldiers were so slow to respond to the Nova Music Festival on October 7th was because they were busy helping illegal settlers terrorize and kick Palestinians out of their homes in the occupied West Bank. And even though the U.S. State Department pays lip service to the fact that this activity is illegal, we continue to look the other way. The forces responded with fire toward a main instigator of violent activity because they hurled rocks. I need you to pause to think about the abject fucking insanity of that defense. You're a militarized police force with all the technology and protection in the world, fatigues and body armor, and you need to shoot at an unarmed person with no protection as they threw a rock at you? This is fucking insane. The IOF is looking into reports that a foreign national, I like how they framed that, when it was a American Israeli hostage that was dancing and partying near a concentration camp, they put the emphasis on American. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden put out a statement being like, American. But when it's an American pro-Palestinian protester, all of a sudden she's a foreign national. The details of the circumstances are under review. Oh, are they under review? Kind of like how Rachel Corrie's murder, another American activist, was under review before the IOF, of course, acquitted itself, and there was never any accountability for Rachel Corrie's murder. Oh, you mean like how they did an investigation into Shireen Abu Akleh's death? And then, of course, they acquitted themselves and there was never any accountability. Jonathan Pollock, an Israeli activist who was at the same protest, said he heard 2 separate shots of live ammunition, shot one after the other, and then heard another shot. I found her lying on the ground beside a tree, bleeding from the head, Mr. Pollock told AFP news agency as he showed blood on his hands used to stop Miss Eygi's head from bleeding. I took her pulse. She had a very weak pulse. We called the ambulance. From there, we evacuated her to the village's medical center where the doctor into the ambulance and continued and tried to resuscitate her but failed. Mr. Pollock said that the killing was now receiving the light of day because she is an American citizen. This is true, and I'm seeing that comment from a lot of creators now that this story is broke, being like, oh, people only care because she's American. Don't get it twisted. They don't care. I understand and I agree that this is only being given a little attention because she's American. Because there are Palestinians killed and terrorized by Zionist settlers every single day in the occupied West Bank that are there illegally kicking people out of their homes and it never gets any attention. That is true. However, do not think that just because she's an American citizen, that fuck all is going to be done about this. Because if I've learned anything, it's that the Israeli regime gets away with its crimes no matter who it is. They'll stand up there all day and talk about accountability for the Israeli American citizen. They'll screech and shout about accountability and make sure there are some sanctions on Russia if an American citizen is held there. But if you're an American citizen and you get murdered by the Israeli regime, don't think that there's any accountability coming. Sure, you'll have Antony Blinken and that other slithering scumbag sociopath Matt Miller, whose jack-o'-lantern ass will come out to lie through his Cheshire cat fucking smirk. They're sending their condolences to her family, and the IOF is investigating it, and they're investigating it. But like Rachel Corrie before her, and like Shireen Abu Akleh before her, and other American citizens who have been targeted by Israeli snipers to their head, there will absolutely be no accountability for this. We'll continue to give our tax dollars to the Israeli regime that does not give a fuck about the lives of American citizens. And neither does the American government, so long as it's the Israeli regime, our ally that seems to kill American citizens a lot, and we just gotta brush it under the rug. If you're not calling not only for a ceasefire and to a stop of weapon shipments to this regime that is not only committing a genocide in Gaza, but will kill American citizens with impunity because they know there's gonna be no consequences for it, then not only do you not give a shit about humanity, you also don't care about American citizens. Because you should really be questioning why it is that America is so militarized and belligerent to countries all over the world, except this one. That this one can kill one of our own citizens, and the American government will do nothing.